Hello, Steve here from Jennings Holistic Health Coaching. Welcome to this video. Thank you very much for tuning in. What I'm talking about today is I'm talking about libido and sex in relationships. Okay, now this is for those of you guys out there at the meantime, guys and girls, that might be finding that you are having a lack of intimacy in your relationships at the moment. And hey, look, for us guys, you know, having sex with our wife or our significant other is very, very sort of relieving. It's a way that we relieve stress. It makes us feel a lot better. And obviously we want to share that intimacy with our wife or significant partner. So, and for females, it can be the opposite. Stress is, sex can be the last thing on your mind when you have a lot of stress going on. So when there's too much on your plate, it's the last thing you want to do. So this part of the relationship can actually suffer. So when I talk to a lot of people about this kind of thing as part of my coaching, because I think it's important that it is raised and that it's very, very normal for sex to dry up in a loving relationship sometimes, or to go for times of, shall we say, drought in your relationships. But what we've got to understand, especially for the guys watching this, if you are not getting quite what you should be getting or feel like you need to be getting, one thing is, of course, you've got to make sure you communicate this with your partner. But the other thing is you've got to understand, if your wife or partner is highly stressed, if they've got too much on their plate, or if they're unwell, sex is the last thing on their mind. So you need to be supportive and you need to understand that. Because if you don't, and you need to be patient, of course, because if you don't, you could be misinterpreting those signals as being that your partner doesn't find you attractive anymore, and that they might not be interested. It's not necessarily the case. And when a female is really, really unwell or is highly stressed, their body actually takes the key ingredients for hormones, for some of their hormones, including the sex hormones as well. The female body takes this cholesterol and uses it as a building block for a hormone called cortisol, which helps that female during times of stress and helps her to keep very, very alert and on guard and trying to keep on top of things. But when the female is producing too much cortisol because there's too much stress or there's too many demands on her, what can happen is that we don't have enough cholesterol to help to produce some of these other hormones, which can contribute to the libido as well. And so it's really common that females, they just aren't interested at this point in time. So guys, if you're not getting enough sex out there at the meantime, the real key here is to make sure that you don't keep on putting more and more demands on your partner. Don't expect them to go out and work a full-time job, and which might be a stressful job, and to look after the kids and get dinner sorted and clean all the house by themselves, and to do all the running around and the shopping and stuff like that while you don't help. Guys, if you need to make sure that you are doing your job, you need to make sure that you are sharing that load so that eventually your wife can calm down or partner can calm down, and as she feels relaxed, those hormones and that libido will start to return. Okay. So that's really, really important, guys. And for females, you guys have got to understand as well that for guys, that's how they relieve stress too. Okay, so that's an important part for us guys. It's really important that we are having that intimacy in our relationship. It's really important that you guys open the communication and make sure that each person is getting exactly what they need. Females might need more help from the males. Don't leave all the work to the females, guys. And females, we've also got to, you guys have got to understand as well that the guys need that sort of regular intimacy as well in the relationship, okay? Because that's the way a lot of us guys, we express our love for our partners as well, okay? So when we're talking about a loving relationship and keeping that intimacy in the relationship, which helps to keep you guys strong and bound emotionally as well, on a strong emotional and with a deep connection, you've got to make sure that we've got those lines of communication, that we understand what's actually going on as well. Okay, so guys, make sure that you take a little bit of a load off the females. If it helps to get a house cleaner in, get a house cleaner in once every week or once every 2 weeks. Take the pressure off your wife so she doesn't have to worry about that side of it. Okay, help out with some of the cleaning, that kind of stuff. You've got to make sure that the kids are doing their fair share as well in the household. Many hands make light work. Take this into consideration as you move forward, because your biggest asset is your relationship. It is your marriage. Your marriage. It's your biggest financial investment. It's your biggest emotional investment as well. Okay, we want to make sure we keep that strong, because that a healthy relationship means healthy people as well. Okay. So anyway, I'm Steve Jennings from Jennings Holistic Health Coaching. Hope this video has been very helpful for you. Feel free to comment below if you would like to have any questions or would like to share some of your own experiences.